guys, John Hennessey here, and we are at the back of our Lone Star Motorsports Park quarter-mile drag strip. So we've got a nice sweeper turn that comes onto the back of the racetrack, and when we're testing our cars, when the track's not open and prepped, we run in the reverse direction. So it really is kind of a neat deal. It simulates like being on the street. So it's just asphalt, 44 feet wide, and we got this nice sweeper turn. And so you may have seen some of our Street Fighter videos where we take stock cars, modified cars, roll them against each other, put them against each other and let them take off from a roll and see which car can pull on the other car. Kind of a neat deal. And so when we got the new ZL1 a couple days ago, I thought, let's match that up with, gosh, a Hellcat against a stock Hellcat. Well, we've got a bunch of Hellcats in the shop right now, but they're all being modified, or they're all modified. So currently we don't have a stock Hellcat to run it against. So if you're a Houston guy, you got a stock Hellcat and you want to run it against the stock ZL1, hurry on over because it's not going to be stock for long. But we do have also a 2017 Corvette Z06. They're both 6-speed manuals. Actually, that's a 6-speed manual. That's a 7-speed. I don't like the 7th gear, but we'll use probably today 3rd and 2nd through 4th gear as we do our little roll on. So we're going to do a roll through the corner here. We're probably coming off the corner, 2nd gear, 35-40 miles an hour. I've got a cone over here. When we hit the cone, we're both going to try to take off at the same time. And I've got GoPro set up so we can see which one is quicker. I would assume that the Z06 would be faster because it weighs less, and this engine has got some break-in miles, so it may be making a few horsepower more. But the new ZL1, we haven't put it on the dyno, we haven't run it down the drag strip, but it's a pretty quick car. It feels really good. The gearing's good. It's real torquey. Again, a little bit heavier than the Corvette, but we're going to run them and see what happens. And so check it out. Let us know what you think, and I'll talk to you after we get a chance to see which one is the winner and give you a little bit of feedback. Thanks. Guys, well, you just saw what happened. It was a bit of a surprise for all of us. I was driving the ZL1, and Patrick, my operations manager, was driving the Z06, and we both thought that, you know, the Z06 would clearly pull away from the ZL1. I was guessing that at least a car length or two, and again, we're maybe running a little bit over a quarter of a mile, so maybe 1,400 feet from a roll. We're maybe running, I don't know, in the mid 120s to 130 range mile per hour. And so initially in the ZL1, I said, hey, let me take the hit. And when we made that pass, it jumped out on the Z06, and the Z06, it was pulling on it towards the end of the run. But at that point, I thought, okay, well, let's just do a dead up, even race. And so we ran another 3 or 4 times. And when we would get to the cone, we would both nail it from 2nd gear. Both cars, once heated up, were hooking up well. I think maybe the Z06 was maybe spinning a little bit on a hard 2nd to 3rd shift. But surprisingly, the ZL1 was right with it. And it was like either maybe jumping out a little bit ahead of the Z06 from the initial hit, or it was, you know, to 120 miles an hour, it was pretty darn close race. And the Z06 just right at the end. I mean, if we had more room to run, if we were on a longer track somewhere, if we had the ability to run to 150, it would probably take going to 150 miles an hour for the Z06 to be able to pull a car length maybe ahead of the ZL1. So a lot closer race than we were expecting. And no knock against the Z06 or the Corvette. I think it's a great car, one of the best cars in the world. But kudos to the guys at the Camaro program at Chevrolet, because the ZL1, again, we haven't run it down the drag strip. We don't know what the numbers are yet. We haven't even run on the dyno, so we don't know what it's making the tires. I've got a pretty good guess based upon the other 100 LT4s that we've modified in the last couple of years. But just street car versus street car, street tire versus street tire, manual transmission versus manual transmission. Both cars have pump gas. The ZL1 is no slouch, and gave the Z06 pretty darn good run for its money. So anyway, that's what happened, and give us your comments, let us know what you think about that, and maybe we'll be back soon with another Street Fighter video with stock ZL1 versus stock Hellcat, and maybe a few other interesting matchups. So thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.